Hello and welcome to the Warhammer Meta Chasers. This is your weekly live tournament show focused on the biggest and best Warhammer 40,000 events coming up all around the world. My name is Paul Murphy. I'm joined by Adam Camilleri.
G'day.
And Dustin Henshaw.
You're kind of translucent again, Adam. What the heck?
From the great beyond. As we get closer to Halloween, we're all going to go through transformations. Welcome, everyone. If you're listening to us on the podcast aggregators, know we have a great chat community. Come and hang out with us live each and every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. We have two great events to talk about this week. We're going to be talking about Flying Monkey Con and the Games of Westeros. I know that we've talked a bit about these tournaments over the years, and it's great to see these things happening over and over again.
That's Games of Westeros 20XX. Double X. And I believe we covered on the very first episode that we did of this show, which was under a different name. That was one of the events on our very first show. So it's really,
happened on Thursdays.
That was,
it did happen on Thursdays.
It was also happened on Thursdays.
It was a Thursday show, so I mean, I guess I kind of stick with
it. It was a show on Thursdays.
I don't know what it was called,
though. I can't remember what it was called. No idea.
No.
Yeah. Let's jump right in.
Well, look, welcome, chat. Erwin, Nurgle Matt, great to see you. KR, Jaden, welcome in. It is awesome to see y'all. The Flying Monkey Con was in Wichita, Kansas. 129 players competing over 6 rounds. What are we going to see there?
For the Imperial Super Faction, there are 2 Imperial Agents, 1 Sister of Battle. Whoa, Imperial Agents outnumbering Sisters of Battle. What the? I had to pause for that for a second. Sorry. Anyway, 7 Custodes, 3 Admech, 3 Astra Militarum, 1 Grey Knight. Okay. There's more Imperial Agents than there are Grey Knights now. I'm really surprised. 9 Imperial Knights. There's no real surprise there. Space Marines. There's 7 Adeptus Astartes, 4 Dark Angels, 4 Space Wolves, 4 Blood Angels, and 6 Black Templar. Whoa. Black Templars out in force. Chaos. There's 3 Chaos Space Marines, 4 T-Suns, 11 Death Guard. It's still Stinky Cliff. 7 World Eaters, 4 Emperor's Children, 4 Demons, 9 Chaos Knights. Yep. Xenos, there's 8 Necrons, 8 Orcs. Oh, that's nice. 5 Tau, 2 Votan. Hive Mind, there's 3 Tyranids, 3 Genius to the Cult. Love seeing that. I love the even numbers for Hive Mind. Eldarians, 1 Drukhari, and 5 Eldari. I mean, the faction podium is pretty standard for the first 2, with Death Guard topping off at 11. Imperial Knights and Chaos Knights tied in second with 9, and that is your general podium that we want to see, or we're used to seeing in this meta right now. But then in third, we have Necrons and Orcs tied with 8.
Orcs not expected that.
Yeah, so you'll find this is a theme with this week's 2 events, is that for the vast majority, it's holding serve, so to speak, as in the faction podium is holding serve, what we expected to see. Despite the points changes that came in a couple of weeks ago pre-Nova, still hasn't shaken up the top of the meta as of yet. Of course, we do have a slate and MFM coming that could alter things in the future. We don't know when that is, but we'll see what happens. But Orcs is being the story of the event here, coming out of absolutely nowhere, having, in many people's opinions, a very poor game into Death Guard, but actually having some builds that can hang with Imperial Knights and Chaos Knights, depending on which way they decide to go. So actually an interesting pick here. And of course, Necron's no surprise to see Necrons on a podium. The Space Marine Super Faction is a bit of a surprise. What do you guys reckon of that Black Templar number?
That's interesting to see. That the new hotness?
It's those meltas, man.
The free meltas do make a lot of sense with Death Guard, Imperial Knight, or Knight meta in general, right? Free melta is kind of a win.
I'm just of the opinion it took Space Marine players like a couple of weeks since Black Templars came out to paint up all their, the rest of the sword bros that they need and their 3rd Repulsor Executioner, and now they're here full in force with what I expect to see as a Gladius task force of this. That is, kind of operating on a more melee MSU basis, but very similar in play patterns to the Ultramarines Gladius that we saw with like the Vindicators and the Ballistus Dreads and such. But it is a very powerful list, and for an all-comers Space Marine army, when you don't really know like what you're trying to Predator in particular, I think it's a very good diverse army, and it should be very powerful.
I think it took folks a little bit to get over the shock. Like there's no oath, it was like, oh my goodness, can I even compete right now in this? And then it took like, oh, wait a second. Well, if I take this and get this stuff, then I'm back in it. Now I've got some tools.
Once again, very healthy numbers for World Eaters as well. Now, World Eaters on Codex release, I called this on release. I said World Eaters players are going to be really angry about this book, and then about a month later, you're going to be like, this book is really good, and I am fine. And that has chosen to be the case because World Eaters continue to put up podium positions across the entire world. It doesn't matter if it's teams events, singles events, or whatever size. I mean, we saw them podium at Nova, we saw them podium in Edmonton, we saw them podium freaking all over the world. World Eaters are just proving themselves again and again and again, and the player base is responding in kind. So we're gonna hop, skip, jump a little bit here to go straight to a detachment breakdown for Orcs. Sorry, the slide is a little
coming out of Orcscurity. They are ready to rock.
Wow.
So one more down.
Dad jokes started force today too.
So one more slide down, Dusty, then we'll come back to Dan.
Oh, all right. Don't
Apologies,
look at that,
mate.
everybody. If you're live here, don't look at this. There we go.
So Orcs detachment breakdown. Of course, I had to have a look. 8 Orcs in representation. I don't care about the 11 Death Guard. They're virulent, hammer, companions. I don't care. They're one of those 3 things. Nothing's going to surprise us there. Same as Necron, same as CKIK, whatever. This is interesting. So 8 Orc players. And you can tell there are some people here just playing what they want to play. But then there are some very good lists. So we have, of the 8 in representation, we have 3 playing Warhorde, which is the index detachment, still very strong, very diverse, got a little bit of everything. They're pseudo Gladius or invasion fleet equivalent. 2 Dread Mob, which does pack the Daka and is wielding the higher end and the toughness. So trying to do, you can be trying to do what Knights are doing, just a little bit different. A single Bully Boys, a single Tactical Brigade, and a single Cult of Speed. Now, kudos to the Cult of Speed player. Have a fantastic event.
I want the Cult of Speed to be the highest scoring list.
Me too.
We knew who you were talking about when you said some folks are just playing it for the love.
We all knew.
Well, Bully Boys might be in a similar place as well. The meta is very rough on Bully Boys.
At least we've seen Bully Boys before. We haven't really seen Cult of Speed like ever pop up.
Yeah.
I'm with Dustin. I think Bully Boys have seemed to have been a bit of a bump that they have seen.
Yeah.
I still rate Bully Boys, like the rule set that you get and what you're able to do with it. I just think like the meta's real rough on a 2 or 3 wound chassis, no save unit army. Even Mega Knobs don't really have a freaking save. Yeah, well, there's a lot of AP4 as well that smash the Mega Knobs to bits, which is a bit terrifying. But both Dread Mob and I'm actually quite high on Tactical Brigade as well. I think Tactical Brigade into this meta, which is a very thick meta, very top heavy, very mech heavy. I think Tactical has quite a good amount of tools as well. Taking all the tank classes.
Let's face it, Cult of Speed's got this. Cult of Speed's got this.
Yeah, baby.
Look,
all right.
What is it? When anything is capable of flight? What was that commercial they did?
Yes. We're going to do something different when we pick winners for this event.
Oh, okay.
I mean, someone's going to pick Death Guard, someone's going to pick Imperial Knights, someone's going to pick Necrons, whatever. We're going to pick an Orc detachment. And whichever orc detachment comes top, that person gets the points.
Before we get there, do you think that y'all in general, in chat too, let us know, are larger units becoming more in fashion and more valuable? Looking at Black Templar.
If they're durable enough, I think that's a big thing because the meta is so killy that if you can survive a big hit like that, or either hold an objective, tie stuff up, do move blocking, then yes, or if there's enough of you to kind of make that like a pseudo durability because there's enough of you. It's definitely a thing, especially because I think a lot of the meta right now focuses on high quality killing, not high volume killing, if that makes any sense. But we're not seeing a lot of high volume right now. Like the Horde might actually have play right now. Tyranid Horde might have play. The Gene Stealer Horde has had play. So
the Gene Stealers and the Necrons, in addition to some Chaos Space Marine builds, have been the Horde lists that have shined in the last 3 months. The things that have held up. I've been surprised that a Green Tide player hasn't popped up as well, because just multiple units of 20 boys. You outside of Chaos Knights, the top end doesn't deal with that very well.
Yeah,
like outside, of course, double Gatling to spoil it. Yeah, it's a big problem. Big problem. But outside that, it kind of clean skating. Like nothing else can really one-shot your units.
It can't one-shot you. Yeah, the problem that the Orc Horde right now, at least what the meta is right now, is pretty thick. They actually struggle to kill with that. So yes, they will block you in, and they will like swarm you. You won't kill them. But if they're not doing it first and not out OCing you, that does nothing for them.
Which is an ideological conundrum for the Orc player. They're forced into playing like Nids or even Admech, whereas Orc players are like, What do you mean I can't crump? What do you mean?
Time.
this is what? So I think there is an ideological standoff between Orc players and how like Green Tide and their Horde lists work, because I don't think it fits with how they enjoy playing the game. So they go elsewhere. But anyway, why, Mr. Bond? Let us go and have a look at the top player in attendance based on the ITC rankings. This is Dan Salmons, ranked 9th in the USA Midwest, playing Astra Militarum Combined Arms. It's a very good list. He's got a single Cadian command squad with Desmarca Valanius as the enhancement, Gaunt's Ghosts, a Rogaldorn tank commander with the Tech Priest Sentencia to give that beautiful 4-up invulnerable save, because like I said, there's just so much AP3, AP4 out there. Yeah. Healing, yeah, the 4+ invuln is really big as well, because like we said, it was very melter heavy out there. Creed, Ursula Creed, 10 Cadians, 3 into 5 Death Riders, which I actually really like. Single Krieg heavy weapons team, which is all the super heavy flamers, 3 Lehman Russ Vanquishers, 2 Rogaldorns, and 3 single Scout Sentinels. Super light on the infantry side of things, but lots of good shenanigans between the Scout Sentinels and the Death Riders. So the Death Riders play similar to what we remember. You remember Service Raiders last edition? With just they're just a quality like disruption piece that has a reactive move, and they can be ordered to have enormous reach and range. So actually, probably the comparison would be better to be Outlander, Claw, Adelan Jackals would be the better comparison for Death Riders. But yeah, I like this list, boys. What do you say?
I haven't seen Death Riders on the table. I usually see the. Why can't I think of the other
Rough
ones?
Riders?
Rough Riders, thank you. Like, the Death Riders are the more close combat ones. Not even that like close combat. I still think like personally, I always rate the Rough Riders better because of their multiple profiles. Death Riders, I can see the draw for them though, especially in a list like this of what he's trying to do with them. They actually provide profiles that he's looking to add to his list.
Give an extra round of shooting. He wants them to give them an extra round of shooting. He wants to fire these tanks for 3 turns instead of 2 turns. Yeah. That's the plan. Exactly. And this is punishing with these 2 Rogaldorns, 3 Vanquishers, 4th if you count the commander for the the 3rd Rogaldorn for the commander. That's a lot of firepower.
Well, exactly right. So Dan's gone to his list and he's like, okay, cool. So Rough Riders do damage. They actually hit pretty hard, but I don't need to do damage. Checks notes, triple Rogaldorn, triple Lehman Russ. I think I'm good on the damage front. So exactly to Paul's point, I need time. I need time and I need activations. Which is essentially, if this list shoots like for 4 turns of the game, there's no army. Your opponent has no army. If this list just activates enough. So he's just there to tempo out the game.
He has leaned into that pretty hard. That's why he's taking the regular Rogaldorns, right? Because he wants that blank damage too. Because he's got the 4-up invuln for the commander and then blank damage on the Rogaldorns. He wants an extra turn of shooting at least with this stuff, which is what he's giving himself.
And those Sentinel bases are like this big, you know, and so massive. He could wall off the whole table twice over.
Yeah.
How much long-range shooting do you have to kill all those Vanquishers and Rogaldorns? The Vanquishers aren't, let's be clear, the Vanquishers aren't there to deal damage. They're there because they're the cheapest Lehman Russ
chassis. Yeah, cheapest chassis. You can just slap a las cannon and a multi-melter on. Yeah. And the meta has kind of never been better for them.
Yeah,
because
it's true.
At least there's a big stompy to poke your gun at.
And you never know. If that one shot, it could do a lot of damage. You know, you get lucky, boom, like that.
I have had that one shot do a lot of damage.
Yeah, exactly. Sucks to suck. That's my point, right? Just sucks to suck.
So the Krieg Heavy Weapons team is a unique choice and one that I'm actually quite a big fan of. I haven't actually seen pop up many times as of yet. So they come with their 3 Krieg Heavy Flamers, which are 18-inch heavy flamers at damage 2. So they're 5/1/2 ignore cover torrent at 18 inches. They're actually a really, really good addition here because they are an Overwatch threat. They're here to be the Overwatch threat.
We saw them, or at least I think at least in our area, a lot of people leaned into those here heavily when the Codex first released, and then they kind of died off. Awesome. Maybe it was because of the meta, like when Death Guard and Imperial Knights kind of came in. But as you're just saying, like the Overwatch threat of them is terrifying, like actually terrifying.
And Eldari, you're back.
Yeah,
he's roast Eldari.
You hit the nail on the head there, brother. Because this army does not have the best Eldari game, and I think they're a concession to try and make it a little bit better. Because the things that kill the Eldari, like the uppy downy swooping hawks, you know. You have to use multiple units of those swooping hawks to try and think you're going to kill a Rogaldorn. Well, one of them's dead because it's going to get triple overwatched by these guys. In addition, they shoot on death on a 3+ when you do kill them. So nice, cute little tech piece there. I'm actually quite a fan.
Can they go in a Chimera?
I believe they can embark.
I'm pretty
they
sure
count as 3
I'm
each.
pretty sure they can. It's like 3 per model or something, maybe even 2 per model. I'm near positive they can.
Yeah. Each heavy weapon it takes up space 2 models, and each weapon equipped by these models is considered to be 2 models for the weapons purposes firing deck. Yeah, so you can only shoot 1 out of the top hatch, but I mean, he doesn't have the transport anyway, but it is actually a cute piece of tech. I like it a lot. On a double heavy flamer Chimera, and then with an additional flamer at the top, it's pretty nice.
That's a lot of flamers.
It's a lot of flame.
It's a lot of flame.
Paul's being a little sporadic here, but it's time to pick our orc detachment of choice.
All right, we'll go over to that. Let's see. Now, it feels almost unfair for somebody to be able to pick Warhorde.
Yeah, we're not allowed to take Warhorde.
Yeah.
We're banning Warhorde. You have to pick one of the others. And of course, the other numbers are with Dreadmob. So it's Dreadmob, Bully Boys, Tactical, or Cult of Speed.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder which one of us is going to pick Cult of Speed. But I have a hallowed... Oh, this is a United States dice. This is a Texas dice. Who wants to call it? It's an American dice. Paul, you get to call it.
He's not here.
All right, he's getting the 5 or 6. It is a 2, mate. So that is you.
That's me. Am I the 1-2 on the American dice?
I'm always 1-2, and then if it's a Canadian dice, you're 5-6. If it's a 9, it's Paul's 5-6.
I see.
So it was a 3. So it's a 2. So you get to pick first, mate.
Okay. I will take Tactical Brigade.
Tactical. I will go with the Bullies.
Mm-hmm.
And Paul is going to 50-50 the Cult of Speed.
He's got to do the Cult of Speed. He's got to do Cult of Speed.
He's got to do Cult of Speed, yeah? All right, he's just doing Cult.
He's Cult of Speed.
Cult O Speed. And whichever... So we'll add some cred to this. It's 2 points for whoever picks.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, 2 points which one of those attachments comes first, and maybe we'll give 1 point to the one that comes second.
And I mean, let's be real. The Cult of Speed, we want that one to win.
We do. We legitimately
want that one to win.
That would be a happy boy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my man. Let us go over to our second event. This is the Games of Westeros 20. I can't remember if this town is actually pronounced Westeros, but it's phonetically to me it's Västerås.
Sounds
in
good.
Sweden. 110 players in 22 teams of 5 for 5 rounds, my man. What were we going to see there?
For that event, we will be seeing 1 Sister of Battle, 5 Custodes, 2 Admech, 4 Militarum, 2 Grenadiers, and 11 Imperial Knights. Space Marines with 3 Adeptus Astartes, 6 Space Wolves, 1 Blood Angel, 3 Black Templar, and a Death Watch. Chaos, there's 3 Chaos Space Marines, 4 T-Suns, 10 Death Guard, 5 World Leaders, 3 Emperor's Children, 5 Demons, and 10 Chaos Knights. We're seeing this meta right now. We're in this meta. Yeah. Xenos, there's 3 Necrons, 4 Orcs, 1 single Tau, 7 Vote 10s. I can see some of the Vote 10s starting to come out now. Hive Mind, there's 4 Tyranids and 4 Gs, so they're called. This is amazing. What a great weekend for Hive Mind. Eldari, there's 3 Drukhari and 5 Eldari, meaning the faction podium. Once again, although the numbers switched around a little bit, the first and second spots are taken up by Imperial Knights first with 11, and then Death Guard and Chaos Knights tied in second with 10, but then Votan pulling up bronze with 7. Bit of a sneaky bluff, but...
Yeah, like I said, we're very much holding serve on the predictable meta at the moment. So with like a little X factor chucked in there. The previous one, of course, was the Orcs chucked into the pile, and this one is the Votan chucked into the pile. Mm-hmm. So I actually, while it is just very much samey, at least we've got a little bit of X factor there. It's almost like there's a wild card in everyone's
it's not the greatest for the meta, but I don't mind it because that means when you're building a list, okay, I know I'm going to play Imperial Knights, Chaos Knights, or Death Guard, or all 3. So it's a lot easier to plan your list that way. Then the X Factor games are more fun, in my opinion.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So.
Now,
go on.
What do you see there in the Space Marines? Space Marine super faction.
Space Wolves topping it off.
You do. So it's been a while since anything, outside I think some team events, anything dominated over generic Astartes. Whereas Space Wolves are doubling generic Astartes. In fact, they are the same amount as Astartes and Templars combined. And all I got to say is that's oh so Nordic of them.
I was going to say, like, this is
on brand.
This is on brand.
Culturally accurate Space Marine choices being made in Scandinavia.
I like this. This is amazing.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cute.
They do have a lot of play in this meta. Like, let's be real. Like, they are actually very good.
Amazing. I do like seeing, even though we have a well-defined top of the meta, this is a teams event where there could have been up to 22 of any one faction taken, whereas only one faction going over the halfway line. So only Imperial Knights got to 11 out of 22. I think that's good. Like, that's something to take away, that despite having a super defined top end, at least it's not being taken by 3/4 of teams for all of these things.
That's actually true. And it's a good point to make, because we're talking about teams events, right? And if they're only just at half, that means it's a healthy meta. That means they're not like,
Correct.
I have to take this in order to win this tournament, right? And those are pretty common armies for at least one person of every 8 to have, right? So that's actually a good point. That means there's been metas that we've thought were better and healthier that had more prominent codexes being really filled out, like almost to 90% rate, right? So this is actually good then.
Agreed. Once again, we are going to skip the team breakdown that I did, because I should have done it this other way around, because it just flows better, because we've got a Votan detachment breakdown. So go down 2 slides, brother, and then we'll come back up. Because I needed to know what the Votan was bringing, because of course this is new codex stuff. It's always a good time to check in with these new codexes. And this Diggy hole breakdown is brought to you by Leagues of Votan Codex. You know the Diggy hole reference, yeah?
Of course I do. Come on.
Good man.
Dig,
so,
hole. That's a great song.
Of the 7 players in attendance, we have 3 of them taking the Needguard Oathband. I just want to tell G-Dub they can go straight to hell for the spelling of some of these words.
Actually what it is? Like, what is?
Yes.
That's awful.
Yes, it is.
That's awful.
It's terrible. And it's got little things all over all the letters as well. It's just the worst. They seriously, I think they're kind of having fun with it, but I'm not.
I am not enjoying this.
3 Needguard Oathband, 3 Brandfast Oathband, and 1 Delve Assault Shift. Now, Delve Assault Shift, I know off the top of my head, is the uber melee go smash him with the Chthonian Berserks that aren't from Chthonian for some reason. And then the Brandfast is the one with the busted transport detachment.
What's the Needguard then?
The Needguard is the index detachment.
Oh.
Is the reskinned index detachment, which I'm still a very big fan of. Of course, if I was playing Votan right now, there's kind of a 2 thoughts. It is a teams event, and you don't want to underperform for your team, so maybe you just take the thing that's closest to what you know and what you're already playing. Hence, you go for the Needguard. The Brandfast is the kind of the new hotness that plays pretty similar to where you were, but has a bunch of X factor, but lacks the damage ceiling of the index attachment. But the jank is there for days. You know about the strategy.
Oh yeah, right? The broken strategy. There's no way it actually works that way, and it's going to be fact pretty quickly, because it has to be fact. It has to be fact.
Yeah, it's the one. So if you don't know, guys, it's disembark from your transport at the end of any phase, or is it just freaking any time?
Any phase.
In any phase, anytime, and you disembark 6.
Disembark 6.
Yeah. So
which means, there's technically ways you can break it. You can get advanced transport, still get it, and still charge, even though you can't.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, because you didn't get out you didn't disembark that turn in the moving phase. You disembarked in the shooting phase. Yeah. So it's wild, and the fact that it's disembark 6, so you flip objectives, you block charges, you take up rapid ingress opportunities, you do all sorts of nonsense stuff with that strat. It's literally a detachment.
And again, you can do it in your opponent's turn as well.
Correct. That's what I mean about flipping objectives.
Not okay.
After their shooting phase, they've shot you off your expansion, and they've put 5 OC on it, while disembark put 10 OC on it.
Let's be clear about this. You can do it in your opponent's turn with no restriction. It's not like if they move within 9 or whatever, you just do it.
Yeah, you just do it. That's what's busted. There's no trigger to it.
No
it's just
trigger.
You decide to.
Your opponent has no counterplay to it. You just do it.
Yeah. It's one of the most judicious and least terms and conditions laden stratagems we've seen this edition.
Oh yeah.
It's possibly number 1.
Actually, I think it's number 1. Yeah.
I think it is number 1 for the most open playability. And it has an unlimited playbook in and of itself as one stratagem. Anyway, then we have the Delve Assault Shift. What do you know about this thing? Because I am a big fan of this guy. This is essentially your full melee detachment, and I think it's kind of sick, especially seeing as I believe it has one of the best enhancements in the game in it.
Oh, what's that?
It's the regenerating one, where you can literally you regen a model, and then you spend yield points to regen as many more as you want. As long as you have yield points, you can bring back a whole unit of you have 1 berserker and the character, and you go from 1 guy back up to 10 guys.
So that reduces yield points too. You can go back to the other.
You spend your yield points. Yeah, correct. It's a way of maintaining yourself in the melee kind of doctrine, I guess. Yeah, to just keep your yield points down so you don't tick over. It's pretty good.
Wow.
And I expect that one to be picked up heavily in the future as well, because I think it's just a hell of a lot of fun. And it's a way that Votan players haven't been able to play their army as of yet. So, but it might be that people just don't have like the sheer number of berserks ready to go right yet. So it might be a little bit of hobby lag on that. Because even the 20 to 30 that Schneider was taking, you know, pre-WTC and stuff like that, you kind of want more. You kind of want the opportunity to go to 40 because they're battle line. So you go 10, 10, and 4 5s, and you got your 4 5s for your trading units, and then you got your 2 10s for your super hammer blows.
And some people got to be
one of which can have deep strike.
They can right now just to try it, see if they like it. Because I think before you buy something that this is the only attachment their battle line, or are they just battle line in general now?
No, it's only attachment their battle line. They get battle line.
If this is their only one attachment, they can be battle line. Then before you go out and get 10, 20, whatever more you want, you want to bring it out. You want to play it, and you want to be able to at the end of the game. So I wish I had 10 more of these.
Go borrow your mate's fire slayers. Chuck them on.
Yeah, there you go. Done.
All right. We got one team to break down. Would you like to try and read this name for me?
Okay. Oh boy. The Centurions.
Yeah. All right. Hundrag Gubanara.
Hundra Gubanara. Gubarna. No, Gubarna. Yeah. Hundra Gubarna. That sounded good, right?
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, I had to look up the translation, which means the Centurions. This is mostly guys who represented Team Sweden at the WTC this year. So you're just guaranteed to have quality players. It's going to be a good team. And the team lineup looks as thus. We have Blood Angels Liberator Assault Group, or Liberator Arse Group, as I like to call it, just to kind of stick it to Paul, but he's not here, unfortunately. We've got Mephiston, Dante, a captain, a chaplain, Jump Pack chaplain, Death Company captain, lieutenant with combat weapon, 5 assault intercessors, 5 intercessors, 2x6 blade guard veterans, 2x5 jump pack death company, 6 3/3 sanguinary guard, 5 scouts, and an impulsor. It's a very good list. It's very good. I especially like the 2 lone ops in here as well for the standoffish games. Then we have an Emperor's Children, Coterie of the Conceited, very similar to John Lennon's list. 2 winged demon princes, 3 Lord Exaltants, Lucius, 1 Lord Cacophonist, 3x5 Infractors, 2x5 Tormentors, 2 Rhinos, only a single Mauler Fiend, and then your 3x6 Noise Marines. I was trying to figure out, because this to me looks exactly like John's list, but John has a second Mauler Fiend. So I would love to know what was taken by this player with those points. Maybe it was the second Rhino. Then we have a Chaos Knights Infernal Lance. This is exactly what you think it is. 3 Despoilers with full gat. Full Daka Gatling. 3 Carnivores, 1 Beast of Nurgle, 2x3 Nurglings, Rodigus wraps it up. A very strong list again. And then we have Death Guard, Virulent Victorum, Mortarion, the Super Demon Prince, 2 Lords of Contagion, and a Tallyman, 2x3 Death Shroud, 2x10 Poxwalkers, a single blow drone with a Flesh Mower, yes, 3 blow drones with the heavy blight launchers, 2x1 Mephitics. Which is very interesting because that list looks very, very much like a Mortarion's Hammer, essentially. But moving on. And then lastly, we have an Eldari Aspect Host, triple Phoenix Lord, Fuegan, Janezar, and Lycus, 3x5 Corsairs, 11 Storm Guardians, 2x5 Dark Reapers, 10 Fire Dragons, of course, 5 Banshees, of course, 5 Rangers, 3x10 Swooping Hawks, 2x5 Warp Spiders, and a Wave Serpent. And that is the 5-pack from the Centurions.
That's...
What do you think?
So, I mean, they have pretty close to all the best lists in there, right? They have at least 1 Knight variant. They have Death Guard. They don't have Imperial Knights, which I don't think they're missing anything because they have Eldari, Emperor's Children, and Blood Angels instead. And they already have Death Guard. They have in a 5-man having Death Guard and Chaos Knights is all you need.
Yeah, they're not struggling for stability and pressure. Yeah. So they have stability in the Death Guard that can pretty much just go up and take on anything. Doesn't really matter. And the Eldari, who in teams, as long as you dodge like 1 or 2 weird matchups, which, some spicy stuff they can run into, they're pretty good into everything as well. And nothing's going to really blow them out. And then you have your, Chaos Knights, Emperor's Children, and Blood Angels to just go and get big scores and put the hammer down on people. So they're looking for like 10 pluses out of their Death Guard and Eldari, which have massive upside, can easily push 15 plus as well. And then they're just like, go and get a 20, my Blood Angels, Emperor's Children, and Chaos Knights. Let's go push for those big scores. And they're gonna, if you pair poorly and the Chaos Knights just catch a good table, you will have gotten a donut by turn 3. And what I like to talk about is the psychological effects of the first score that comes in a team's event.
Oh, let's talk about that because that is.
Let's unpack a little
Let's
bit.
unpack that. This is not a 10-10. 10-10. Both teams are cool. This is exactly where we were a second ago.
Yeah,
So,
nothing changed.
nothing changed.
When you pair aggressively with something like those Chaos Knights or Emperor's Children could do the same thing, or the Blood Angels could do the same thing, and they like run their opponent over in 3 turns, that puts enormous amounts of pressure on the rest of the squad. Because that knowledge flows down the line. Someone went down big. I've got to try and make up that difference, and all of a sudden other cracks start to appear. Like other mistakes start being made, or they start trying to do wild stuff to bring back those points, and it can really have a compounding effect. So holding your nerve at times is kind of one of the most important things you can have in a team's event. And
exactly.
This lineup is going to put people under a lot of pressure.
It's one of the other benefits of having these high aggressive lists, because you're specifically doing that. Like, this is going to end quickly, and we're going to put pressure on the other team immediately, and vice versa. If it doesn't work out, then your team's like, whoa, okay, time to change gears too. So it can go the other way, but that's why it's really important when you make these 20-0 lists like this, the really aggressive, like hyper aggressive ones, you have to pair it well.
Yeah, when you take them, you assume there's confidence in the pairings person.
Yeah.
The person doing your pairings, you assume is of a certain caliber and knowledge of the meta. But let us go and pick some winners, my dude. We're going to default Paul to Blood Angels.
That's fair at this point.
There is the top team taking Blood Angels. I don't feel bad doing this to him. What would you like, Dusty?
I don't want to just say something. So, you know what? I want to do something a bit different.
Go to Votan.
Sure. Let's go Votan.
Yep. I'm going CK. I'm going to back the
Lame.
CK in. I know. But you don't know how close the points are.
I feel like you baited me with that Votan little whisper.
Oh, did you? You can change if you want.
No, I'm fine.
Fair enough.
Votan are a bit of an unknown right now, so they could just surprise people.
Oh, dude, they absolutely are. And the fact that they're bringing like a whole bunch of new units as well that people have never seen before, also they never get reps into. Those carriers, I gotta say, might be the best transport in the game. Like,
they're pretty good.
The new carriers that split the Jaegers, stunning how good they are. And what they offer, the flexibility. But that brings us to the end of the coverage. We do have a Fuego, which we might smash our way through a little bit quicker because there's no Paul to add the shenanigans. Just makes a mess of things, the lad.
I don't know. Yeah, it's true. It's going to be a lot faster because he's not slowing us down anymore. But I feel like I don't know how many of these he actually plays, so it'll be interesting. We'll see. Because we are still in the middle of getting all of our brackets ready to crown the best video game of all time.
What do we got here? What's our genre?
We've got turn-based strategy games.
Ooh.
So I don't know if Paul's a turn-based guy. I don't know.
Yes, he is. He's fun.
Is he? Oh, well.
Explain turn-based strategy for people at home.
We're talking about like turn-based strategy. I mean, like war or overall strategy games that are turn-based, like Civilization, Age of Wonders, Heroes of Might and Magic. Which, by the way, I'm writing all those down.
Yeah,
right
correct. Now. Heroes of Might and Magic. Absolutely.
Civ 5. Civ 5.
Civ 5. Yes.
Heroes of Might and Magic 3, I think, is all time.
And you got to put a couple of Total Wars up there. There's going to be multiple Total Wars,
absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
Shogun 2 is my favorite
of the Total Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they've done 3. Have they done 3 Shoguns or just the 2?
2.
Okay, fair. We got to put one of the Total War Warhammers up there as well.
Yeah,
whether it's 1, 2, or 3.
It's 2. It's not 3.
I've only played 1, so
it's 2. It's not 3. It's 1 was good. 2 made it better. 3 took a bit of a step back, in my opinion. So
fair.
Total War, Shogun 2, and Total Warhammer 2.
You know, I have not played a huge amount of these. I've only played a couple of Total Wars and some Heroes of Might and Magic.
What?
I've only played a handful of turn-based strategy games.
That's sad, Adam. How could you not play more? I feel like this is exactly up your alley.
Time.
Well, okay, so like
I played a lot more RTS. To be fair, I played a lot more RTS.
It also includes things like the Final Fantasy Tactics or
chuck that up there. Final Fantasy Tactics is pretty fun.
You can do that.
So how many Heroes of Might and Magic did you chuck there? Because I believe there's
1.
Yeah, is that enough?
You want another one? Which one do you want on there? Heroes of Magic 3 was the one I.
Yeah, that's the one I played the crap out of. So that's
that one is the best. But I mean, the other ones were good. It just felt like once Ubisoft took over, they kind of made it more of a spectacle a little bit.
Mm,
I'm also a
yeah.
little bitter because their desync issues on multiplayer were really prominent, so I couldn't play it online at all. But the game
have one
good.
I have one for you that's very close to home.
Okay.
BattleTech.
Ooh, absolutely, yes. Absolutely. Age of Wonders, I'm putting on there. Age of Wonders.
Yes, Age of Wonders. Yep. I remember that.
Any specific one? 3 was actually really good. One of the newer ones.
I was gonna say 3 is the only one I know of that was super popular.
Shadow Magic, I think it was still a good one too. I think it's technically the third one, technically.
Okay.
But yeah, it's still good. But Age of Wonders 3 is the one I'll put that on there.
You put Civ on, yeah? Civilization?
Oh yeah, put Civ 5.
Okay, yep.
I'm putting is Ogre Battle turn-based technically?
It is, yeah.
Is it?
Yep. Tactics Ogre Reborn or the Ogre Battle one?
Both, because those are two very different games. But
okay.
Tactics Ogre actually definitely that one is for sure. Ogre Battle is I don't really consider it. It's like an auto battler almost.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nah, don't do that.
Okay, that's still good though. All right. Anyway,
so there's 2 up here on the ratings that I've just looked up that I don't know of, but I'm going to throw it out there to you to see if you or the community bounce it off. XCOM 2.
Oh yes, definitely XCOM 2.
Yep. And Into the Breach.
Into the Breach, I've never actually played.
Fair. Well, if the community thinks it's an absolute winner, we'll chuck that one in. Otherwise, we'll leave it off.
I'm gonna write it down right now so I can go play it because I've never heard of it, and if it's that highly rated, I'm going to go play it because I need to see. The BattleTech for sure.
KR says Rome was great. Was that Civ's Rome or was that Total War?
Total War Rome. Total War Rome was a turning point in this series. Like I would give that a lot of credit for sure.
Yeah, chuck it in there if it was formative.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely formative.
Age of Wonders Planetfall. Gears Tactics. Never heard of it.
What?
Marvel Midnight Suns.
That doesn't. That's weird. Oh, Banner Saga was a good one. Banner Saga. I've only played the first one, but that was actually pretty good.
The Banner Saga.
The whole thing kind of feels like one game, so I'm just gonna put Banner Saga.
Fights in tight spaces. What is that?
I have no idea. Oh, the Battle Sector. That was a 40K one. We have to put on down there.
Oh yeah, 40K Battle Sectors. Yeah, that's actually on this list.
Oh, is it? There you go.
Yep.
Battle Sector.
Where are we up to numbers wise?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, we're doing pretty well. All right. There's only 3 more. You only need 3 more.
Battle Brothers is up here as well.
I have no idea. Oh, I'm sorry. I feel really bad, but Total War 3 Kingdoms has to be on here because that game is phenomenal. Yeah. I actually think that is the best Total War game that's out right now. It is so good. It's very different, but once you get into it's so good.
Throwing a piece of candy out to the nerds. Shout out for Battlestar Galactica Deadlock.
1 second. Paul's back. We need to get his input on this.
Oh, my dude.
Paul.
My man.
No, you're not back yet. They can hear you. Now they can hear you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for your patience. Nothing like some good internet connectivity during a live show. Exactly when you want that. Yes.
That was beautiful. But now we are in the middle of getting the list ready for the best turn-based strategies of all time. So
you got Might and Magic on there.
We got Might and Magic 3 on here. Yeah. Is there another one that should be on?
No, 3's 3. I think 3's the best.
I thought you'd be okay. Respect. All right. We have Civ 5. We have 3 Total Wars on here: Shogun 2, Warhammer 2, and 3 Kingdoms. We have Final Fantasy Tactics, BattleTech, Age of Wonders 3, Tactics Ogre, XCOM 2, Into the Breach, Total War Rome. I forgot there's 4 of them actually. Banner Saga and Warhammer 40K Battle Sector right now. King's Bounty was actually pretty good too. That was like a Heroes 3 game. I put that on here for sure.
Nice.
Yes, that's a good one, KR. I think we only need like one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. You got one more in you, Paul? Did we miss any?
No, y'all hit the ones that were important to me.
I thought
You
so,
know, like the
yeah.
ones,
See, this is why I refute your judgment of me, Dustin, for not playing many of these games, because you lock in on one of these games and then you give it your life. That's
fair.
One of my brothers still plays Heroes Might Magic 3.
I do.
That's just one of his default games.
Buddy, they made an HD version of that. It's incredible. It's so good.
Yeah. It's freaking 20 plus years on.
So good. It's so good. I love that game.
was Age of Empires on there?
That's not turned. That's on the RTS. We have that already on RTS.
Oh, I thought it was almost like where you're having to do a competing civilization types. You know, you're Rome fighting.
It is, but it's real-time strategies. It's in our real-time strategy. We have that. We have Age of Empires 2 in there. Oh, don't worry. I wouldn't forget that one. That's still one of my all-time favorite games, for sure. Total War, Medieval. We have too many Total Wars on here. Rome is a better one than that because I think that was more pivotal than Medieval. Then Medieval 2 made another pivotal. Then Shogun 2. Yeah, we got enough Total Wars in there for sure. We still need one more, though.
Did you chuck on that Battlestar Galactica one I threw out?
No, I missed that. Battlestar Galactica one. Is that...
Yeah.
Are we just going like action adventure type stuff, or does like Blood Bowl count since it's a video?
Blood Bowl does count. Absolutely, Blood Bowl counts. I can't believe you forgot that. See, that's why you're here.
Yep, there we go.
Oh, it plays just like the tabletop game.
It is turn based. Absolutely, is. Yeah,
it is
sure.
literally Blood Bowl.
It is the definition.
Yep.
All right, we got 16.
We could have as a meme thrown out TTS.
I am not going to vote for that. That is not making it past.
No, we're not doing that.
I will not do it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that.
All right. We're good. Awesome.
Yep, we got it.
Oh, well, good. Slid into home plate. Thanks.
Safe.
My goodness. Oh, well, that is our show this week. Look, if you made it this far, past all the silliness, past all the stuff that was happening, by the way, y'all did amazing.
Thank you.
No, we got you watched us the whole time?
No. But I know that you did amazing.
You have the faith.
What were the predictions for the events?
You got Blood Angels.
Nice. Okay, cool. Yep.
It's fair.
I'll take it. No, with the Orc faction. Or the
you're on Cult of Speed.
You got Cult of Speed.
We all decided that you would pick that for sure.
I'll take it. I would, of course. A lot of Go Faster Red. I'm a big fan of.
If it's painted red, it has to win. They can't lose.
Well,
correct.
Seriously. Chat, thanks a lot for coming and hanging out with us. If you listen to us after the fact, know that you can come out and do this live with us 9 p.m. Eastern time on Thursdays. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. For Tier 2 Patreon subscribers and above, we actually do an extra show most of the time where we look back and go over our predictions, see how close we were, and also talk about the top 10 and the list that actually won, and highlight some things and trends that you see to help inform these next discussions. You want to be right there on the bleeding edge of it. That's one way to do it. Of course, every tier is amazing over there. We really appreciate the support. That is our show this week. We will be back next week, same time, same channel. Join us if you can. Love you all very much. We'll see y'all next week, everybody. Have a great weekend.